Courtney, that was bloody fantastic.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something, Courtney. Something has changed in you. Trust me. In the time you were on the show last year to now, your interaction with the audience, the confidence. I think this has been my favourite performance of you so far.
Imagine standing on the America's Got Talent stage. The crowd's on its feet, but your eyes are on Simon Cowell. He's not clapping, but he doesn't need to. When Simon looks moved, leans back like he's been hit by brilliance, you've done something rare. That was Courtney Hadwin in 2018. Just 13, she blew everyone away with her powerful voice. Simon took her under his wing, and with his label backing her, Courtney seemed destined for stardom. But things didn't go as expected. The fame, the lights, the support, they all faded. What happened? Where did it go wrong? Today, we're diving into the rise, fall, and unexpected journey of Courtney Hadwin. Where is she now? Let's find out. Chapter 2. Childhood, just a kid. Simon Cowell always says he never cries. He's the tough guy who's built stars, crushed dreams, and done it all without batting an eyelid. But the first time he heard Courtney Hadwin sing, he almost shed a tear. While Courtney's journey on the outside seems straightforward, the reality couldn't be further from the truth. And it all began with America's Got Talent. But before we jump right into her AGT experience, let's go over Courtney's path to the show. Courtney was born on July 6, 2004, and grew up in Heselden, a small former mining village near Hartlepool in County Durham in north-east England. She was raised by her parents, Paul and Anne-Marie, alongside her younger siblings Paul and Melissa. Like with many talented young singers, music was woven into Courtney's life early. She began singing at home when she was just a child. And as she grew, she started to dabble in musical theater and then explored her voice through covers. But it wasn't until she watched Connie Talbot on Britain's Got Talent that her dream to sing seriously began. According to Courtney, she began singing properly at around age 9 or 10, and by 11, while attending Heselden Primary School and shortly after enrolling at the Academy at Shotton Hall, she performed during a lunchtime open mic singing Say Something by A Great Big World and Christina Aguilera. That video was uploaded to Facebook and quickly went viral locally. Classmates were surprised by her vocal prowess, and many immediately urged that she explore her soulful power. And she made sure to do what she was told. After all, she loved singing and writing songs. Courtney's granddad would later share that she began busking in local spaces to help pay for singing lessons and cover family travel costs. Although she didn't make much, she was able to take lessons at multiple local academies, including Shotton Hall Theatre School, Peanuts Masterclasses, Kate Sir's School of Music, and Vocal Ovation by Julie Miles. But it wasn't until 2015, when she appeared on Teen Star UK in Newcastle, that she battled in her first notable competition. Here, she reached the grand final with her rendition of Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan, gaining early recognition for her distinctive sound. The following year, at age 12, Courtney won Hartlepool's Performer of the Year award and became a finalist in the Beyond the Lights award ceremony. In 2016, she also auditioned for Open Mic UK, delivering a version of Nothing Compares to You as part of her rising presence on local stages. That same summer, she opened for Sister Sledge at the South Tyneside Festival in front of over 18,000 people, a milestone that showed what many began to realize. She was no ordinary local performer, she was a star in the making. Fast forward to the next year, and Courtney was once again appearing on another show. This time around, it was The Voice Kids UK. Her audition, a fiery rendition of Nutbush City Limits by Tina Turner, earned her a spot on Danny Jones's team. She advanced to the battle round with Dancing in the Street, then reached the semi-final singing I Got You, I Feel Good by James Brown, and concluded the final with And I Am Telling You I'm Not Going, finishing as a finalist. Across these early years, Courtney developed a reputation for her relentless work ethic. She practiced vocal exercises daily, starting lessons as early as age 11 and maintaining them through her teens. These foundational years, rooted in her small village origins and bolstered by open mic nights, competitions, and live performances across northern England, shaped not only her performance style but also her resolve to succeed. And it especially helped that she had a strong support system willing to ensure she took hold of her dreams. From the very beginning, Courtney's musical journey was shaped and sustained by the unwavering support of her family. Her mother recognized her raw potential, saying the performance surpassed expectations, while her father took on side work to support her dream, delivering pizzas and helping with petrol money so that Courtney could travel across the Northeast to auditions and open mic gigs. In fact, when she appeared on The Voice Kids UK and later on AGT, her family moved to Los Angeles to support her, particularly her father, who traveled back and forth so she could compete as she continued schooling. Even through the whirlwind of TV shows, record deals, and international attention, Courtney's family remained her anchor. Publicly, she's credited them with keeping her grounded, reminding her of home, and helping preserve her passion rather than turning it into pressure. Their belief in her, not fame or accolades, gave her a steady foundation that helped her voice carry across continents while her heart stayed rooted in Heselden. Riding on the wave of this support, by early 2018, Courtney had built enough momentum and reputation that she was invited to audition for season 13 of America's Got Talent. That invitation came not from a family decision to pursue Britain's Got Talent, but reportedly through show producers seeking international talent. It was perfect for the young Courtney. But little did she know that it would mark her turning point from local sensation to international stage, and her life would forever be changed. Chapter 3. Big Dreams. At just 13, Courtney stepped onto the America's Got Talent stage as a quiet, almost shy schoolgirl from County Durham, England. She looked nervous, awkward, hardly a star. But then the first notes of Hard to Handle by Otis Redding began, and everything changed. Her voice was one of a kind, raspy, powerful, older than her years. And as it exploded through the studio, gone was the awkward schoolgirl who had walked through the curtains. In her place was a new Courtney, wild energy, gritty vocals, full control. Even the audience couldn't keep calm. The big question on all their minds was how a girl this young could possess such a powerful voice. Not even Simon Cowell could resist the pull. And as he sat rigid, stunned into silence, his signature poker face cracked, and from his mouth tumbled the words nobody forgot. "You were this shy little thing when you came out. You sing, and you're like a lion." Howie Mandel was the first to react, hitting the golden buzzer and sending Courtney through to the live shows. Then he declared that her voice belonged to a whole different era, and it even reminded him of Janis Joplin, one of the greatest blues rock vocalists of all time. But Howie wasn't the only one who saw her brilliance. Within hours, her audition video went viral, and by the time Tyra Banks introduced her later on the show, the video had been viewed over 310 million times. By the time the quarterfinals aired, fans around the world were already calling her a generational talent, or even a phenomenon. Singers like her come once in a generation, and ours was lucky to have Courtney. She advanced to the quarterfinals and then to the semifinals, each time delivering electric performances that blurred the line between child and old soul performer. By the finals, she had a worldwide fanbase, but in the end, the crown wasn't hers to take home. She placed 6th overall, a result that genuinely surprised many. Still, AGT was her breakthrough. It introduced her to an American audience and gave her a global platform. She later returned to compete on America's Got Talent, The Champions in 2019, but by then, her trajectory had already shifted. Although it wasn't his golden buzzer that shot her through to the live shows, Simon had something more exciting up his sleeve. Shortly after the 2018 live shows ended, he signed her to his label Psycho Music in partnership with Arista Records. And just like that, 13-year-old Courtney was on her way to becoming a music star.